Has this channel been shadow banned? What went wrong? I did the only thing that I could do at that point. Here is actual footage of what happened to this YouTube channel a little over a month ago. As you can see, here's Pixoid AI, over on the right is YouTube, and let's watch this again in slow motion. So I should probably explain what's going on here. Going back to July, this channel had just started, and yeah, things were a little bit rough, but all the way through July, August, September, October, this channel was growing. Granted, I was making mistake after mistake after mistake, but this channel kept on growing because the content kept on improving, and I just kept on getting better at this over time. However, come November, this whole channel nosedived. And once again, the whole channel. I'm not talking about just a few videos that were doing well and then stopped getting views. Everything hit rock bottom, and to this day, we're still getting, this is 5 weeks now, we're still getting just a fraction of the views that we were getting up until November hit. So, what the heck happened? I'm sitting here thinking, all right, well, I didn't, go out and start, paying for views. I wasn't doing sub for sub and, all these other stupid things that can get you in trouble. So I started thinking, has this channel been shadow banned? And I'm like, okay, is that even a real thing? And by the way, if you're watching this because you believe that your channel has been shadow banned, or if you're just really unhappy with, the number of views that you're getting, please watch this video all the way through the end, because there are two options I'm going to present to you, and they are honestly the only two options you have in this situation. In fact, they're the only two options that I have in this situation. Oh look, it's Larry. Nice of you to show up.
You told me to wait until you're done whining about YouTube.
That's actually true. And we'll come back to why I asked Larry to make a late entrance.
You're such a dick.
So getting back to this channel, I jumped on Twitter in order...
It's called X.
And I'm not calling it that. I jumped on Twitter to contact YouTube because, in my experience, that's really the best way to get a hold of an actual human. They're pretty active on Twitter. So I get on Twitter, I ask YouTube, hey, what's up? I explain to them. The whole channel just went down the toilet. And of course, their response is, make better videos. So I did the only thing that I could do at that point. I took a good look at this channel, and I said, all right, what went wrong?
Everything.
And after a while, at first, I'm like, nothing went wrong. Everything is great. Which is what everybody says about their own channel. But after a while, I started to realize the content on this channel
sucks balls.
Thank you, Larry. The content on this channel, yeah, it's a little bit all over the place. Granted, I've definitely tried to give it more focus in the last couple of months, but this channel's content still kind of straddles several different areas, and it needs to focus on one thing only. And that's a change I'm going to be implementing immediately after this video. So yeah, content has been an issue. Also, I look at my click-through rate. Not great. I wouldn't say that the click-through rate on the videos that I've been posting have been, horrible, but I know they're not good, and they need to be a lot better. The average view duration, or more specifically, the average percentage viewed, also, it's probably honestly pretty average, but it needs to be better than average, because it's the better than average channels that get all the views and get all the growth, and this channel needs to be better than average. I also looked at the intros on my videos, and I think some of them are pretty good, but a lot of them aren't. So that's something that I need to work on. And that's actually the reason that Larry made a late entrance on this video.
Actually, it's because I was giving it to your mom.
Because here's what I'm thinking. Someone who starts watching one of the videos on this channel, if that person immediately sees me talking with Larry, there's a chance that that person might say, okay, this isn't what I came here for, and just immediately leave. Some people just aren't used to seeing interesting ideas on YouTube.
Just admit it. Humans are idiots.
Okay, all right, Larry, point taken. So yeah, the first 30 seconds of any video are extremely important. You need people to stay. And by taking Larry out of the first 30 seconds, I'm not necessarily giving them more of a reason to stay, but I'm giving them less of a reason to leave. So that's a change that I'm making content-wise. And also, just generally, intros need to be better than they have been on this channel. Oh, and going back to click-through rate, the thumbnails on this channel obviously need to improve. Now, I thought that my thumbnails were getting pretty good, progressively getting better, but obviously they're not good enough. So I'm going to give Fiverr a try. I've been resisting it, but something needs to change. So that's how I'm going to try to change the thumbnails and boost the click-through. Also, titles, need to work on those. I need to do more research. So that's what I'm doing to this channel in response to what I think, or what I hope is not, a shadow ban.
Hold on, you tell me every 5 seconds that shadow bans are bullshit.
All right, Larry actually speaks the truth. I don't believe that this channel has been shadow banned. So earlier in this video, I said to you, watch until the end, and I will present you the only two options you have. And so let's do that right now. So first, let's just imagine, in fact, no, hold on. Let's just assume, let's believe that this channel and your channel have both been shadow banned. What are we going to do about it? Dear YouTube, please unshadow ban me. That's never going to happen. They're never going to admit that you've been shadow banned if that's the case. And so if you've really been shadow banned, then you have no choice but to just throw in the towel and walk away. And if that's what you want to do, okay, you can do that. I mean, there's no shame in, giving up if you honestly don't want to do it anymore. But personally, I believe that most people who say that they've been shadow banned just don't want to admit that the fault might be theirs. It's much easier to blame YouTube than it is to blame yourself. So if you believe you've been shadow banned, go do something else. Go start affiliate marketing, go start a blog, anything but YouTube, or just start a new YouTube channel under a different ID, which, hopefully they don't catch you. But all right, so that's option number one, is give up. Because if you've been shadow banned, you're screwed. Option number two is to do what I just did. What I explained earlier in this video about looking at my channel and realizing that the content has problems, it's not focused enough, the click-through rate and the average view duration, they're not good enough. I need to take action to raise those. The intros are not good enough. And the intros, by the way, are directly tied to average view duration. The thumbnails are directly tied to click-through rate. All of these things I need to work on. And initially, I didn't want to believe that I could have done so badly.
LOL.
But when I stand back and take an honest look at the state of this channel and what I've been doing, and even though it was growing up until November 2nd is the day that it started its downward slide, even though things were great, the metrics, I look at the analytics, and I can see that this channel was getting impressions on the YouTube homepage. That's where the majority of the impressions came from, and those impressions are what drove the growth of this channel. So maybe the algorithm looked at this channel and said, all right, well, you've had several months to try to, get things going, and you still haven't, so f off. I don't know. I don't know how the algorithm works. Maybe that happens. You get your shot, and then your shot's over until you actually make changes to improve the, overall attractiveness of your channel. So, yeah, that's your second option. Your second option is to admit what's wrong with your channel. And maybe you need some help figuring that out. Maybe you can recruit some friends. Well, no, actually, terrible idea. Don't ask your friends. They'll just tell you your channel's great, YouTube is stupid. Maybe you can recruit some really mean people on the internet. Go to Reddit and ask for a channel review. Go to people who you know dislike you. I don't know, just ask people who are not going to blow sunshine up your ass and get some real feedback, honest feedback. Tell these people, listen, I want you to watch my videos. Look at my thumbnails. Watch my videos. Why am I sucking? Okay? This is your only other option. So let's review. You have two options. Number one, quit. Number two, improve. That's it. That's all there is to it. Even if you, like I said, even if you've really been shadow banned, that's all there is. You have no other choices, and I hope you choose to improve. That's what I'm choosing to do. It's not going to be easy. And by the way, if you're looking to start a faceless YouTube channel, that is where this channel is going. And I hope you'll subscribe, like this video, and yada, yada, yada. But honestly, just get your act together. I'm trying to get my act together. Nobody's perfect. And I'm not, scolding you or trying to make fun of you, but you need to hear this.
Your channel sucks.
Right? Sorry. I mean, Larry showed up and I basically just, steamrolled this whole video. She never got to talk really, but
You're such an attention whore.
I'm sorry. God. Yeah. I don't know what else there is to say. Get to work.
Other things that are wrong with this channel. Michael's face. Michael's insistence on being a loser. Michael's eyes always looking in different directions. Michael's overpowering body odor. Hey, since you're still here, like this video and subscribe. It's the least you could do after Michael just called you a loser with a shitty YouTube channel.